Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Talking Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Tang and Rhizer on Galactic Process, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the Aquamarine Zerg player. It is Tang from Team All Inspiration. And in the top right side of the map, we have the purple Protoss player. It is Rhizer, also from Team All Inspiration. So these people are teammates. I'm sure they played each other a lot, know each other's playstyles, know what to expect, know what they don't have to worry about. And this is going to be a pretty excellent game. All right, so let's get right on into it. I assume... Ooh, pilot on the low ground here. I wonder if he's going Nexus first at this point. Yeah, it looks like he's saving up for a Nexus first play against Zerg. Pretty confident there, Rhizer. Hatch first from Tang, not pool first, so I assume that Rhizer will be okay with his opening. If it was pool first, I'd be a little bit worried. But yeah, I think he's going to be all right. I'm going to assume this is a gateway coming up next here, just depending on where he puts it. I'm going to assume right about here. Yep, there we go. Right about there. Trying to make a bit of a wall to not allow Lings to get in here and cause problems. It does kind of, does sort of wall off this main base a little bit here. It's not like the crazy walling off down here where you have to worry about open areas that way, open areas this way to get into your main base. But we'll have to see how this works out for both of these players. Hatch on the way for Tang, going for the extractor first into the pool, getting that worker count right on up, and a slow overlord heading up to the top right side of the map. Another overlord hanging out here just to see if there are any cannons coming up. You'll notice here that the hatch itself doesn't have much vision. Well, I guess we can't really tell that. But trust me, the hatch itself, as it is morphing in, doesn't have much vision at all. So the overlord over the top of it allows you to see more of an area around it. See if there are pylons coming, cannons coming, so that you can defend it if necessary, or cancel the hatch if necessary, whatever you want to do. The worst feeling, though, is when you just have a hatch here, and then it pops, and suddenly cannons, and you're like, oh, no. Oh, no, I should have seen that coming. But Overlord allows for that extra vision, and now the Sloverlord is heading out to do additional scouting. So good job, Sloverlord. Nice job for the Swarm there indeed. Cybernetics Core coming up back here. Another gateway walling off this area. Kind of a diagonal wall. This makes it harder for Lings. I don't know if this is going to completely keep them away. But just making them run all the way around here to get up into the main base is enough to give you time to react, I believe is what the general idea is here for Protoss. Getting a lot of queens here as Tang. Well, 2 queens. We'll see if he continues with that queen production, as Mass Queen seems to be pretty popular these days. And Lings do take down the probe, even though they don't have speed. Just some good stutter step micro there from Tang. And a lot of Lings, actually. Surprisingly high number of Zerglings here. 8 of them in the early stages of the game. I'm not sure what he's expecting from Rhizer, but he expects some kind of aggression. I have to assume here. He's splitting up his Lings. And yeah, making 4 Lings now as Tang trying to get that queen count up. They're just good. They're good against War Prisms, they're good against Phoenix, they're good against Oracles. That extra range they have against air is super useful, and getting them is really not going to cause you many problems at all. So third base now on the way from Tang, just to the right of that main base. We've got Adepts moving on out for Rhizer, using that Psionic Transfer. The purple Psionic Transfer looks pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Twilight Council on the way for Rhizer back home, getting Warp Gate Research and some Stalkers. Looks like he has, does he have the skin for the Stalkers? I don't know. Is he just, yeah, he's just slow moving that thing out, not chrono boosting it out at all. Doesn't have warp, obviously, so can't do that. But anyway, we have Lings, we have Queens. These Adepts shouldn't be able to do much whatsoever. Just sitting outside the creep, coming up the ramp, Sonic transferring on up, and I don't think they're going to like what they see. They're going to check for a third, and then probably cancel it. Yep, there we go. Did they see the third, actually? They did. They did see the third. Good job, Adepts. Good scouting there. Going to try to take down that creep tumor. Oh, might be able to get it before it finishes, and no! What? 1 hit point left on that creep tumor. Amazing. Amazing. Bit of unlucky thing there for Rhizer. Oh, decides to get back behind this mineral line. That's not a great place to be, Adepts. Trying to get out, just trying to kill as many drones as possible before they die. And the answer is 1, at least. They got 1. Wow, 3 drone kills. Okay. Alright, so losing 2 Adepts for 3 drones, maybe not the most cost-efficient way to go, but putting some fear into your Zerg player, the Zerg opponent, is always good. This is a lot of Lings. This is like true style Lings, man. Here goes Tang trying to do what he can. Should be able to take down this particular pylon as in the middle of Nowheresville. But like I said, having to go all the way around is just difficult for Lings to manage. Baneling Nest coming up, though. What? Tang's going for Banelings. Alright, this could be pretty good. Forces a cancel on that pylon. Forces a cancel on this pylon. Going to force a cancel on this Nexus as well. Bam, bam, bam. And the probe dies. Whew, little counterattacks of Lings can be pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome. Really slowed down what Rhizer was trying to do. Photon Overcharge comes up. Lings get out of there as they try to do some damage at that front door of the natural. But no, not with Photon Overcharge, not with Adepts, not with Stalkers running around. Yep, Rhizer does have the Stalker skin. This extra spikes and look extra cool and stuff. Yeah, skins are fun. All right, it's 42 to 47 total harvesters. Rhizer has a bit of a lead there. Spore Crawlers coming up in each of the mineral lines for Tang. Again, it's just kind of a blind thing. They're just good in most situations. Ling's trying to get up and get a surround on some of these Adepts, killing 2 of them. And then backing out, trying to kill yet another pylon, forcing a cancel. Ah, didn't get a cancel on that one. He might be able to do some damage back here up at this third if he bothered to check it out, but he's not heading up there anymore. I mean, he would. He'd have it. The Mothership Core is not over there. Stalker and 2 Adepts not enough to stop that from happening. I'm not sure why they're coming home unless... Ah, Warp Prism. Warp Prism harass here in the top left. Sneaking down this way towards the natural. A lot of Banelings coming in. A lot of Banelings coming in. And actually extended Thermal Lance on the way. Whoa, for Rhizer. Going Colossus against a heavy Ling Baneling composition. That makes sense. I'm not going to complain about that one at all. Adepts coming in. Queen needs to kill that Warp Prism. Don't worry about the Adepts. Don't worry about the Adepts. Lings getting that surround. And there's the Baneling crash into 2 of the Adepts. 2 of them do manage to get picked up and evacuated by the Warp Prism. So pretty good micro there on display by Rhizer, saving 2 of his Adepts. A lot of Banelings crashed in there. A lot of Banelings crashed. I don't know. I feel like all Baneling deaths should count on resources lost, right? Because the unit died. Do they not? I actually don't know. Resources, 150 gas, 100 gas. We'll see how we look. Okay, that was a lot of Banes. A lot of Banes. 225 gas. So maybe it does count that. Lings and Banelings just defending against this Warp Prism Adept harassment stuff that Rhizer's trying to do is not super effective, but I think it's actually causing Tang to waste a lot of Banelings on just a handful of Adepts. Not sure if it's entirely what he wants to be doing. Warp Prism decides to head on out. Double pumping Colossus and Hydra is on the way from Tang. Ooh, Hydra Ling against Colossus. I do not like Tang's chances in this particular battle. Protoss player has third base established. Looking very happy about that. Oh, neato. Is that a skin for the Colossus? Again, just kind of more spikes on the head. It's a spiky skin, if I had to describe it with one word. Fourth base coming up for Tang, right over where this Warp Prism is, up along the left side. I don't know if you want to be there, but I guess the other options aren't much better here. Lings defending once again. Banelings exploding here at the natural base. This is where the lair is, so it makes sense for Rhizer to focus his harassment in this location. Yeah, just double pumping Colossus with Immortal production as well. I'm not sure the Immortals are going to be super useful against this Ling Baneling stuff. Infestation Pit on the way. Hydra's coming in too. Yeah, Immortals do extra damage versus armored, and none of the stuff I just listed is armored. All of it is in fact light. So fourth base up. I'm very surprised Rhizer hasn't attempted to stop this thing. But he's coming down. Warp Prism again with Adepts down the middle of the map, flying right past an Overlord. Hey guys, how's it going? That's why you got to watch your minimap, you guys. You got to see exactly what is coming here. It looks like they're going to try to harass here at the third, but there are Hydras and Queens here. I just don't know how it's going to work out very well. Yes, Adepts do very well against Hydras. Look at that. Wow. But the Lings showing up. Hydras just bought some time, and everybody backs on out. So a couple of Adepts died. But a big old warp-in of more Adepts here. Trying to knock down these rocks actually is Tang. And Rhizer's the one attacking from the other side. That's a bit of a reversal from what we usually see, surprisingly enough. So what I like about this from Rhizer is he's not tipping his hand. He's not letting his opponent know in any way what tech he's getting. Right? The Spore Crawlers were just blind guesses by Tang. Maybe it's Phoenix. Maybe it's Oracle. Maybe it's Warp Prism. But is it Immortal? Is it Storm? Is it Archon? Warp Prism here at the fourth base, dropping again. Rhizer just being very, very annoying with this. Tang hasn't been able to attack at all since that early one a couple of minutes ago. Banelings crashing in again. One Baneling to hit out none Adepts. This is just not... I just don't think it's worth it. No spotting here on the high ground. The Adepts hitting from the high to the low. Tang bringing some Sloverlords over. Doesn't actually have any Overseers yet. He's morphing one in. It just now popped. I don't know where it is, though. Spire on the way, Hive on the way. I think the Spire is in direct response to this. He just wants to deal with the Warp Prism. Just destroy it as best as he can. Lings coming up this left side. Hydra's chasing that Warp Prism away. The Adepts doing amazing work at this point, but they're abandoned by the Warp Prism. Warp Prism escapes to save its life. Adepts are all gone. Another Baneling crashes in unnecessarily there. Warp Prism decides to head on home. So it's 152 to 153 total supply. At this point, creep spread okay for Tang. He's been pretty busy with other stuff, and that Colossus count is getting high. He's got 6 Colossus right now, making 2 more. So this mass Colossus thing. Ultraless Cavern coming out too. Tang really needs Corruptors at this point. He's going to deal with the Colossus. If he's going to deal with the Warp Prism, he needs Corruptors. Mutas are not going to cut it, I don't think. +3 melee attack and +2 ground carapace on the way for Tang. +3, not +3, that is +3 ground weapons for Rhizer coming in and Archons. So he has a beautiful composition to go against what Tang is doing here. At least until Ultras pop out, I suppose. But Stalker, Archon, Adept, Million Colossus. Woo! 14 damage times 2, range of 9, soon to be 15 damage times 2. DTs coming in as well. Tang expanding everywhere, double expanding for his 5th and his 6th bases. Keeping up with the expansion pattern, nothing's too far away from home here. We'll have to keep track of those as we go. Slower Lords are now faster Lords, and they're scouting things out. They see the army, they see the Colossus. I think Tang sees that. Gets supply blocked by losing that Overlord, actually. That's not such a great thing. 4 Ultras coming in. Chitinous plating as well. Immortal count is currently 1 Immortal. This could be a problem. This 5th base at the gold on the left side is getting taken down. Boop, forces a cancel on that one. And just coming on in. This reminds me so much of Wings of Liberty. With all these Colossus, these Stalkers, these Archons in. A couple of Adepts making it look a little bit different. Does he have an Observer with his army? He did not bring an Observer. That could be a bit of a problem. 4th base, under assault. Ultra comes in by himself. Not where you want to be, Ultra. Bam, dies immediately. More Ultras coming in. Lings and Banelings trying to crash on top of everything. Pretty good stutter step micro here. But Lings on top of Archons, on top of Colossus. Everybody dying on the low ground. Colossus get onto the high ground to do as much damage as they possibly can. But Ultras crushing them. The Colossus micro using the Warp Prism. Trying to save what he can here, but no, the Colossus do not do as well as I might have imagined here. Hydras and Ultras clearing every single out but one that can fit inside that Warp Prism, and Rhizer decides to head on home there. Wow, that did not go super well. Resources lost, 10,000 for the Zerg, about 12,000 for the Protoss player. Yeah, you want to be cost efficient. You want to be cost efficient, but it can be difficult when you lose battles like that. More Archons coming in for Rhizer. Corruptors on the way for Tang. That +3 melee attack just now coming in. Chitinous plating is done, right? Yep. Zerg ground carapace is at 7. Could be 8 if Tang went for that +3 ground carapace, but it seems like he's not doing that right now. More Immortals coming in for Rhizer, which is just fine with me. Immortals are what you want if you're dealing with Lurkers, if you're dealing with Ultras in the PvZ matchup. Lings trying to sneak on down here to this new 4th base that Rhizer has taken. Lings on top of the cannons. Colossus and Archon and Immortal coming to chase away the Zerg swarm. There's really, I mean, surprisingly small army here for Tang. Where's the rest of your stuff, dude? It's 89 to 64 Harvesters. That's kind of a big deal. He has a lot of supply tied up in workers. Retaking that gold base, that 5th base of his. 6th base is up and running with 24 workers. Had it in both extractors. Have been taken at this point. Archons coming right on in. Ultra at the front, trying to absorb and do as much damage as possible. Colossus going after the Mothership Core dies. No recall available. Great positioning here by Rhizer, though. Final Immortal does get taken down. Stalkers trying to do what they can against these Hydras, but Hydras holding their own against the Immortal, against the Archon, against the Stalkers. Finally getting cleared out, though. And the Corruptors are forced to return on home. So good hold there by Rhizer, strongly rejecting that Zerg attack. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 bases versus essentially 6, though, so he needs to expand. He needs to kill a base or something at this point. It looks like he might have given up on the Colossus play. He tried to make it work. He did. He definitely tried to make that thing work. The Overseer, I think, got a speed buff here. Yeah, 4.72 on that move speed. I'm trying to remember if that was something that I saw. Anyway, we got Greater Spire on the way. More and more Corruptors coming in. So Tang looks like he's going for the Broodlord right now. He loves the position that he's in. He likes how many bases he has. This gold base is up and running. He's essentially maxed out. It's 175 to 118 total supply. Now the question for Rhizer is, how do you want to deal with Broodlords? The answer really should be Tempest. Tempest work very well. He does have a fleet beacon, so he can make those things out of his single Stargate. What is he made out of a Stargate? Did he just make a Stargate, not produce anything from it at this point? No flying units there. Region is lost. No, so he made a Stargate and never used it, but there we go. There we go. Tempest on the way. Did he scout this Greater Spire? No, he doesn't even know the Spire exists. I guess maybe he just saw the number of Corruptors and assumed that is definitely a possibility. Ling's trying to sneak up this right side, getting shooed away by the majority of Rhizer's army. as they're protecting this 5th base. That Rhizer is taking about 50% complete. There are 93 workers for Tang. That's almost too many. Almost too many. 4 Broodlords coming in for Tang, chasing faster lords away that are just pooping creep in different locations, trying to reveal what is going on here with Rhizer. And Lings with +3/+2, +3 attack. Scary Lings here. What do we got? Attack speed 0.35. They've got the adrenal glands upgrade. They're going to come right on in here, and they could actually probably shut down this 5th base. The army's out of position to stop this from happening. But you know it's there. Go get it, Tang. What are you distracted by right now? Yes, there's an army coming to try to knock down the rocks and take out your 3rd. There are also DTs going to town on Transfuses trying to save this 4th base. Banelings do save it with 94 hit points remaining. The Lings finally getting on top of this Nexus, dealing with an Adept that came on in. More Adepts coming in and trying to save it. Pushing into this 3rd is Archon, Stalker, Immortal, harassing both the 3rd and the 6th at the same time. And there's the recall home as the Ultras show up to defend. Whew, quick recall there. I don't know why he recalled all the way back home. I feel like he should have recalled to his 5th and saved it, because guess what? This Aquamarine Zerg army is coming. And is coming fast now. Lings in the front, Corruptors overhead, Ultras down below. Fully upgraded Ultras now, 3/8 on those guys. And Broodlords sneaking on in with additional Flyer Carapace. So here we go. In trouble. In trouble here at the 4th base. Corruptors taking down Tempest very, very quickly. Nothing here to defend. Where's the rest of the army is the problem. Yep, both the Tempests are gone. Oh, there are more Tempests here. They're trying to focus down what they can, but Ultras on top of everything. Great positioning by the Archons, though, behind. Not allowing the Ultras to hit them directly. Immortals chasing everybody down. 3 kills on that Immortal, 1 on the other. Pulling back to the safety of the Broodlords. Broodlords firing down Broodlings from above. Ultras on top of everything, but dying so quickly to this 3 Immortal push. Lings do take down that 5th base. Broodlings as well, or the 4th base rather, is gone. No, that's a 5th. That is a 5th anyway. The base we were fighting at is gone. Tempests are getting cleared on out. Broodlords are pretty much unopposed, though, so I feel like the soccer count is not high enough to deal with this. Rhizer trying to do what he can. He is making a Templar Archives. Is he replacing his Templar Archives? I don't know. Ultra dies once more. Immortals, 10 kills, 11 kills, 12 kills. A lot of these are probably Broodlings. But trying to get out of here with his Broodlords is Tang. Can he get out? Blinking. Ah, there's that Blink Stalker play. That's exactly what you want. Blinking right under the Broodlords. Got to focus those ones down. The Lings are a concern, but the Broodlords are the bigger one right now. And all the Broodlords are gone. Lings clearing everything up out as well, though. Just following up with a huge swell of Lings, Tang, and that's a GG from Rhizer. Rhizer is defeated, and Tang is victorious. Woo! That was a pretty good back and forth there. Felt like some good pushes out of Rhizer. That big Colossus play did not do as well as I thought it was going to do. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it would do a lot better against the Ling Hydra combination, but I guess Ultras had popped out by then and just not as great in that situation are those Colossus. So Tang making it work, taking down that 5th base of his opponent. Couldn't really do anything about the 4th, but if you get rid of the 5th and you're up 2 bases on your Protoss opponent and don't lose any hatches throughout the entire game, got very lucky on this 4th base that it didn't die. Still at like 100 hit points or so. But made it work. Went for the Broodlord. Went for the Mass Corruptor. Lings clearing out the Immortals and the Stalkers on the ground. And that was it. So well done to both of these players. But that's going to be it from me. All right. Thanks for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Jeff Duvall, KN, Matt Meermans, Hagon Marcus, Backberty, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Keith Garlow, Alexandros Canaris, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estegoy, Bober Set, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sip Kopata, Konma, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Shing, Rajiv Bhatt, The Cosmic Phoenix, Peter Haas, Andre Breet, Mither. Thank you, Leak at the top right. Bye.